Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another part of Medieval Resurrection. Let's get into this. So, as promised in the last part, I've decided that I am going to go to Gallowmere Plains this level, get one or two of the mini games done.
Big, flat and home to a circus. What are you waiting for?
Never been a true word spoken, my friend.
I lost my sister at the carnival around here once. That coconut shy was rigged, I tell you.
Anyway, I'm going to do a few mini games, depending how much I enjoy doing them, because some of them can be alright pigs here to do.
What can I sell you today?
And a nice bit of schmatter. Depending on what happens, I may end up going to the sleeping village in this episode, but we'll see. Get some heroes crossbow bolts. Spears are amazing. I'm really enjoying spears on this one. Not worth buying the hellfire for 50, even though it is only 50.
I worked in carnival once, but I quit. Second billing to Sammy the Seal boy. Give me a break.
So let's go to the weapons master arena again. This time we'll go for the short sword. Let's go. Skeletons, why skeletons? There we go. So the skeletons aren't too bad, just have to be very careful. So yeah, I've decided that after this I'm going to record Medieval 2. So it'll be weird because it'll be in obviously the graphics will be nowhere near as good and the gameplay will be a lot different with it being a PS1 game, but it is pretty much the sequel to this and Medieval 1 since it's just a remake, so yeah, may as well do it, may as well continue the story. And it is a good game from what I remember. I won't spoil too much yet. There's an enemy here that we haven't even seen yet and won't see for quite a while. It would be better if you could knock them off the edge. Oh god, why pumpkins? Oh, come on, these pumpkins are foul. That's the best way to deal with them, I think. Get them in a big group and do that attack. Oh, no, we've failed this one. How are you supposed to do that with those pumpkins? Let's give it another go. We'll give it another go. We may as well. So we'll try not to lose too much life to fat zombies and skeletons. He says as he loses unnecessary life to skeletons. I do like that move, it is good for dodging until that happens. Let's try and get him killed before the others come. So if we can get him, those ones dead, this one's a bit easier because you can just sort of corner him like so. Let's get him with the charged attack. There we go. Right, pumpkins. Let's try and separate and kill the pumpkins early on. They're not too bad if you could separate them. They are, however, bad in general. So much damage. Oh, there we go. Oh god. These guys are possibly even worse. Oh no, I can fall off! That's foul. Alright, tell you what, let's try a different game. We'll come back to that one. I didn't realise I could fall off, but I probably should have done. Guardian of the Bell. Protect the bell until timer counts down to 0. Okay. You could choose your own weapon for this one, thankfully. So these guys are just going to ignore me and go straight for the bell. Oh, I'm starting to stop them. So it can be hit 3 times, which isn't too bad. The trick is obviously to try and cut them down before there's too many of them. You can't actually take damage on this one, I don't think, so it's not too bad. Oh, so this one isn't too bad when it's just zombies, but when you start getting fast moving, like the guy with the axe a minute ago, it becomes terrible. Right, Fatso's dead. I think we're alright. Indeed. Challenge complete. Let's do challenge B then, see if it's much worse. I knew it'd be skeletons, just knew it. Sorry if that froze for a second there. Oh god, that sounded like wolves. That's because it is wolves. So there's no locking on in this challenge, which I find to be quite interesting. Go away, skeletons. Boosh. So I recommend the hammer for this challenge, although you could possibly swap it over to the club if you wanted more speed, but still the bonus damage against skeletons. I don't think I even need to defend this now. We'll kill him anyway. Let's do challenge C, we may as well. So you can leave these and come back to them whenever, obviously. And I do recommend leaving some of the later challenges for a while, just because of the amount of health some of these things have. It's best to have a good weapon or two, like the longsword or the hammer. So even the longsword does decent damage against skeletons, so I can recommend using that. Get away from my belt! So the women die easily enough to the sword, so do the men. The longsword's definitely my favourite so far. Get away. Let's keep these zombies away. So it's not too bad, this game. I like this one, it's not too bad at all. I'm glad you can't hit the bell. You're not getting me bell. Gained access to the next level. Oh, did I just accidentally redo one? Can I hit the bell? Now I'm not happy that you can't hit the bell. Go on, hit the bell, mummy. I love how that counted as 2. So yeah, this is the right one. So you have to do challenge ABC, then ABC again, then ABC again to be able to actually get 1 token, so it takes a long time to get Woden's brand. And I'm not really sure that I want Woden's brand just yet anyway.
In the pit.
The pit o' death, let's do it. Challenge A. So as long as I can just get a few challenges out of the way, I'll be happy. So obviously I have to watch a step here. Where is the carnival getting these zombies and stuff from? Oh, come on! Well, that's a load of crap. Let's try it again. It's not bad at all, this challenge. It's just watching that you don't fall due to the camera angle, or if an enemy dies, make sure its body's disappeared because it still acts as a wall. so make sure those zombies are dead. Mummy! I knew that was too easy to do. I didn't even know he was there, so it's a good job that charge power attack hit him. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so we'll leave that there for now. We'll leave Gallowmere Plains for now. I'll show you the names of all the games. There is
Welcome to Wakazarek.
Wakazarok,
Come and see the
Trebuchet O Terror. The which fortune would you like to be told? Scarecrow Fields. Do it.
Oh Lord, that's a nasty burning smell. Oh, I see. Fire must be the key to getting through these fields. I hope so. It's that or Medina's ruin. Now what the heck is that? A giant scary metal beast. And even weirder, there is a little beast inside him. Madness, man. I tell you, madness. Wait a minute. There's a strong feeling coming through the ether now. It's a sad feeling. The cutting machine. It's pining for something lost.
That's a good job I've already fixed it.
This lost thing, it's buried somewhere near, but not underground. How the heck can that be?
So you can get fortunes for the various levels. Can you get them for levels you haven't finished? Yes, you can. So, if you want to spoil all the levels, feel free to carry on reading down that list. Pause it, but I recommend not doing that.
I worked in carnival once, but I quit. Second billing to Sammy the Seal Boy. Give me a break.
So we're now going to go to... Not that way. We are going to go to the Sleeping Village.
That is Lazy Farm, where rural folk and cockerels lie until noon.
Fair play to them, I'd do the same. This is that Scarecrow Fields, the Sleeping Village must be up here. There we go.
Ah, the gate to Sleeping Village. We should...
One thing I don't understand though, just quickly, I know it's really nitpicky, but basically the input, the Dan's Crypt tells you wherever that green fog is where Zarok's been, and that you should follow him. But since when did Zarok go to the Scarecrow Fields or Pumpkin Gorge? It doesn't really make sense, but I don't know, maybe he did. It doesn't really tell you that though, so I always found that confusing as a kid.
Welcome to Sleeping Village, where zombies gamble like poorly coordinated spring lambs.
Fair play.
Hey, stop! You can't do this to me, Aunt Mare I am.
I can do what I like, you foolish pot-belly. Now once again, where is the Shadow Demon Claw?
I can't say. I'll not betray my constituency. Not in an election year.
Oh, you misguided assortment of porky scratchings. To the asylum with him. He'll remember soon enough, once he spent a few nights slopping out with a possessed lunatic.
By heck, you'll not get away with this.
A traditional, but factually inaccurate statement. Captain! Tear this pathetic village apart. The claw will be here somewhere. And don't forget to check in Fat Boy's biscuit barrel.
But this is outrageous! The mayor is not mad? Mad for pies, maybe? Listen, my friend. I did some time in a nut house, and that butterball will be singing like a canary before he's dried off from the first shower. We must follow them. If we want to get our mitts on the Anubis stone fragment, we've got to save that porky politician.
Well, let's do that then. These guys are equally horrible because they do that, and that is horrendous. Right, and on that note, I'm leaving. Nah, I recommend using ranged weapons though easily. So they do fall quite quick to the hero's crossbow. Obviously, it costs a lot for the bolts. We'll use the regular one for now. Some throwing knives there for later. A silver shield. We haven't got that one up to yet. I know it's a bit redundant because of the golden shield, but it helps to have all 3 shields on. You use the copper one first, then the silver, and then the gold for boss fights. You scumbag. So yeah, these enemies are horrible. They're made really, really trivial when you get a certain item later on, but till then. Treasure! Chalice. More treasure. So what are we doing? We're looking for the asylum, aren't we? I don't think we really need to... No, we can't go inside any of these buildings yet, so that's must be later on. We can't go to the park yet, so that'll be later on. Hello Merchant Imp, I will come back when I have more gold. So, crossbow time. I'm such a hoarder when it comes to numbers that I'm already contemplating swapping to a different weapon to save ammo that I'll probably never use. I'm the same way in the game. See, I think Skyrim's the only game that I actually use ammo until I've about run out. Man, there's so many of these guys. Tell you what, I'm going to swap just to try out a new weapon, to be fair. We haven't really used the longbow yet, so let's give it a try. Let's get away, because we don't want to fight with the longbow up close. I don't think there's a short bow on this. That did some good damage. Let's see if it does equally as good against this guy. That does some... Okay, we found the anti-boiler guard weapon. Our club's back to full strength. I always wondered why you couldn't buy the club. Like, you can't repair the club at the Merchant Inn / Gargoyle, but I think you should be able to. Just makes more sense, really. So, let's take care of that fool. And that's that level done. Yeah, very short level because you come back here, obviously.
Enjoy your visit. Patrons are reminded to leave quietly. We've had complaints from the neighbours.
Fair enough. Let's see what weapon we've got. Aha, so he's got something for us, has he?
Fortescue, you skinless swineherd. What do you want this time? Well, yes, I should think you do need help. Sadly, I'm not a psychiatrist or a cosmetic sawbones. I can only help a shoddy rapscallion like you in one way. Here, take this magnificent hero sword before I change my mind. Although I fear it will be wasted on the likes of you.
So we've got the hero's sword, which is the improved short sword. Very useful weapon. Now I can actually do some serious damage whilst using a shield. I'm going to end this part here for now. I know this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter video, so I can only apologise for that, but it's nearly lunchtime. I'm absolutely starving, and inside the asylums, it's not a long level, but it's a longish level. Longish enough that it could make this video probably 40-50 minutes if I do it. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll save the game there. We've done a few challenges, thankfully. Done that level, got it out of the way. You do go back to Sleeping Village, and it is a much longer level, much longer. So you see a few of those buildings there, like the inn with the sign outside, and the church I went to where the chalice was. You also go to the mayor's house, and you go to the house, the building with the horseshoe symbol, the blacksmith. So yeah, you go to all of those. So stay tuned. There's got some good levels coming up now, and I'll see you next time, guys.